Good morning, dear student. Now, as you know, in a previous class, we are discussing about the component of food and balanced diet. So now, today we are going to discuss, or today we are taking the class of some remaining other topics. So now, first we are discussing about the healthy habits. Healthy habits means the good habits. Good habit means what are the things that are necessary for maintain a good health. Means for example, if you are taking balanced diet, so for the good health, it is necessary for taking a balanced diet. Means the balanced diet is one most important factor to maintain your good health. Second thing, exercise. Exercise that also makes your body fit. By exercise, the circulation of blood in your body that maintain, and it is good to make a body flexible and in a good tone. Personal hygiene, that is also a good habit. Posture means how we are sitting and how we are standing. Means what is the position of our body during while we are sitting or when we are standing. So always maintain the good posture. Means if we are not maintaining the good posture, it is maybe create some type of a bending or deformation in our body. So you should always sit straight. Whenever you are sitting on chair for the study or for other purpose, always your back, back should be straight. Means you sit in a straight position. Or when you are walking or standing, your body should be straight, not like this. Don't bend your this backbone. This is also a good or also necessary for maintain your good health. Because generally you see that some the person, some boys or girls or men or women, they are standing like this. So this is not a good body postures. Please don't bend your back. Always you stand in a vertical, or you can say this perpendicular to the earth. Means always maintain your body postures in a correct way, because it is essential for what? Good health. Correct body postures, a balanced diet, exercise, necessary rest. These all things are essential. It is necessary for maintain a good health. So these all things we can maintain our good health by exercise, by jogging, by taking yoga. It is also improve your blood circulation. It also improve your immunity power. It boosts your immunity power. So you take everyday or regular exercise or yoga. It maintain your good health, because these are the good habits. Means it's a good habits. We should develop good habits every day. Go for the walking, morning walking and evening walking after taking dinner. So these are the good habits which maintain your good health, which maintain your body fit and fine. And last one, rest. Rest is also essential. Means approximately the student should be take 8 to 10 hours sleep. It is necessary for relaxing your body and the muscles and the brain. So after relaxing, after taking a sleep, sufficient sleeping after, you feel fresh. So it is necessary to maintain your body in a good way or good tone. So these all are the what healthy habits. So once again I repeat. First one is the balanced diet, because already we discussed the balanced diet here. So balanced diet, you should take a balanced diet for maintain your body or for a good health. Second, exercise. Third thing, proper rest. Proper rest is also necessary. Body postures means what is the way of standing or the way by which we are sitting. So always maintain or make this your backbone straight. Please don't bend like this. So these all things are the good habits which are necessary for good health. Now next we are going to discuss about the disease. Now disease means now this is the time period when we are suffering from many kinds of diseases. Means we are not feeling well, discomfort. So yeah, you can say that our body is not working properly. Sometimes what happen? Sometimes due to the malfunctioning or poor functioning of our body part, we are not feeling well. So that condition, that is stage when we are not feeling well, we are not feeling good. So that called that abnormal condition is known as what? Disease. So how can you define a disease? Disease means what? The abnormal condition of a body when our body parts are not functioning properly. So that is called what? Disease. Okay. Now there are the different type of disease. So disease, you can say that abnormal condition of a body. So abnormal condition of our body due to poor functioning of body parts, or you can say the state of body when we are not feeling well. Yeah, condition of discomfort means we are not feeling fit, we are not feeling well, or we are feeling like a discomfort. So this condition is called a disease. Now this disease can be classified into the two categories. There are the two broad way in which we are classified the disease. So what are these? These two main category or a group of disease is communicable disease and non-communicable disease. So what are the two type of disease? Communicable disease and non-communicable disease. Okay. What are communicable disease and non-communicable disease? It's clear. Disease means abnormal condition of our body, means when we are not feeling well, we are not feeling good. That state of our body, either it is mentally, physically, or socially. So that state of mind is called what? Disease. And disease classified into two categories. There are the two types of disease. So now disease can be classified into two categories: non-communicable disease and communicable disease. So these are the two different main type of disease. Non-communicable disease. This non-communicable disease is due to what? This non-communicable disease is due to lack of nutrient in our body. Means if we are not taking a balanced diet, so what happen? What happen if regularly if we are not taking a balanced diet, or we are not following the healthy habits, then what happen? Our body parts is not function properly. So due to malfunctioning or due to the failure of some body parts or due to the lack of some nutrient, our body or we are suffering from a disease that is called a non-communicable disease. And the disease which is caused due to the lack of some nutrients. Suppose that in our body, if some person, some boys suffering from disease due to the lack of some vitamins. Suppose that anyone, some person suffering or in his or her body, there will be a very less amount of some nutrient and some minerals, like lack of vitamin C. If some person not taking a vitamin C properly, so she or he may be suffering from what a disease that is called a deficiency disease, or that disease is known as a scurvy. So scurvy means the disease which is caused due to the deficiency of vitamin C. यानी कि आप कह सकते हो कि यदि हमारे बॉडी में कुछ न्यूट्रिएंट की कमी के कारण, मिनरल्स की कमी के कारण जो डिजीज होती है उसको अपन कहते हैं डिफिशियंसी डिजीज. डिफिशियंसी मीन्स लैक अमाउंट, लेस अमाउंट. So this non-communicable disease is caused due to what? Due to poor functioning of body parts, due to failure of some parts like heart, failure of heart, failure of kidney, due to poor functioning of liver and all these things. So that is called what? Non-communicable. Second, it is maybe caused due to the deficiency of some nutrients. Okay, if we are not taking a balanced diet. Second thing, communicable disease. Communicable disease, and this disease cannot be spread from one person to another person. Means it is non-transferable disease which cannot transfer or cannot spread from one person to another person. Suppose that someone is suffering from a communicable disease, so that disease cannot be spread by him to other person. Now next, communicable disease. Communicable disease means what? It can be communicate means it can spread in a community. For example, this latest COVID-19 coronavirus. This disease what is communicable disease? Can be spread by the water, by touching, or direct touching or indirect. So communicable disease means type of disease which can be passed or which can be spread from a sick person to the healthy person. For example, common cold, flu, chickenpox, smallpox, tuberculosis, TB. These all are what? Communicable disease which can pass from a sick person to the healthy person. Suppose that if you are using some personal items like towels and clothes and utensils which is used by a person who already suffered from some communicable disease like chickenpox or smallpox. So as you know that in the case of if any person is suffering from communicable disease, so what we do at our home is simply isolated him or her, because that disease can be spread or can be passed from one person to another person. Okay, so now there are some the deficiency disease. Then next we are discuss about non-communicable disease, in which we are discussing about the deficiency disease. So there are the many deficiency disease. It's clear, communicable disease and non-communicable disease. Communicable disease means which communicate, which can pass from one person to another person, which can spread in a whole society or a community. And non-communicable disease means which cannot pass from one person to the another person. For example, or the deficiency disease, heart attack, this kidney failure, fever. This all are what? Non-communicable disease. Malaria. Now next we are discussing about the deficiency disease. Disease Deficiency means some disease diseases which is so deficiency diseases means some diseases which is caused due to lack of nutrients or due to the poor nourishment is known as a deficiency disease. Means someone, if some child, if you see in a poor family, they are suffering from the deficiency disease. Means they are not getting the good or balanced diet, or they are not having a good or nutrient food. So they are suffering from a deficiency disease. They may be suffered from a deficiency of vitamin, deficiency of iron, deficiency of iodine. Many diseases there. So there are many diseases which is caused due to deficiency of protein, deficiency of carbohydrate. So many type of disease we are discussing one by one. So now we are going to discuss about what a deficiency disease means. If you are not taking a healthy or a balanced diet, so you may be suffer from what? You may be suffer from this deficiency diseases. You may be having the problem in eyesight. You may be problem in your gums and teeth. You may be feeling the problems in your bones, bending of bones. So this all diseases, deficiency diseases, have a bad effect on our health. So we should always take a balanced diet. Means all the nutrients is necessary for a good health. So you should take a balanced diet. Okay. So please don't go for only the tasty food. Take a nutritious food or a healthy food. Okay. Green vegetables, leafy vegetables, fruits, dry fruits, milk, citrus fruits. This all are the nutritious or a healthy food which maintain your health or your body. So now we are discussing about different type of deficiency disease. In the previous class already I told, give the homework for writing this table in your notebook. So that table is about what a deficiency disease is. Now deficiency diseases. Now first one we are talking about the deficiency disease which is caused due to the deficiency of or lack of vitamin in our body. So there are many different type of vitamins. Vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E, vitamin K. This all are the what types of vitamins. So now first disease, deficiency disease, that is called night blindness. This is caused due to water. This is caused due to, what is the cause for this? Cause of this disease due to the lack of vitamin A. This is caused due to vitamin A. Simply you can say this vitamin A. Suppose that if you are not taking the food which is not rich in vitamin A, so you are suffering from this night blindness. Means a person cannot able to see in a dim light. Means we are not see properly after the sunset or during the dim light. So for a good eyesight, you should take a food which is rich in vitamin A. Means green vegetables, green leafy vegetables, carrot, papaya, mango, milk. This all are the sources of vitamin A, and which maintain your good eyesight. Or generally you see your parents is to take a much amount of water, carrot, because carrot is a good source of what? Vitamin A, and which maintain your good eyesight. Second, we are disease is the beriberi. It is caused due to the deficiency of vitamin B. If you are not taking vitamin B food, you are suffering from the beriberi. Means persons having a weak muscles. Means our muscles not work properly if we are not taking a food which is rich in vitamin B. So for this you should take the unpolished rice or cereals or milk and peas. These are the good source of vitamin B. So in beriberi, symptoms of beriberi means weak or you may be getting the cramps in the muscles. So you should take the food which is rich in vitamin B, means unpolished rice, cereals, milk, these all things. Now third one is scurvy. Scurvy is caused due to vitamin C, due to deficiency of vitamin C. And what are the main source of this? All the citrus fruits, means just like amla, orange, mango, all citrus fruits. All the citrus fruits are the good source of vitamin C. And what are the symptoms? Means how can you find that someone is a person, someone is suffering from this vitamin C? If someone is having the problem regarding to gums, means bleeding gums and the teeth, so these are the symptoms of what? Scurvy. Okay. The vitamins, there are the many vitamins, vitamin B complex, B1, B2, B3, vitamin B6, B12. There are, so these are this vitamin beriberi is caused due to the vitamin B1. See, from the lack of vitamin C, the disease caused, that is called scurvy. Scurvy is disease which is caused due to the deficiency of vitamin C in our diet. So we should take water, citrus fruits, orange, lemon, tomato, this all things, amla, citrus fruits. Now next disease is rickets. This disease is caused due to deficiency of vitamin D. Due to deficiency of vitamin D. So what happened in this rickets? What are the symptoms? Means how can you find it as someone is suffering from rickets? कैसे पता चलेगा किसी को rickets है? So if means easily the bending of bones, weakness of bones. Bones जो होती है, bones जो होती है वो काफी weak होती है, deformation हो जाता है, bending, easily your bones bending. If you suppose that कोई गिर गया तो अचानक से ना फ्रैक्चर आ जाएगा बॉडी में, बोन जो है बिल्कुल वीक हो जाएगी, कमजोर हो जाएगी. एंड नेचुरली सोर्स ऑफ विटामिन डी इज सनलाइट, सन बाथ. सो मोस्टली ना in winter season we are taking sun bath. Why? Because due to the sunlight automatically vitamin D is synthesized in our body. In our body, due to sunlight, vitamin D is prepared or synthesized in our body. Means that sunlight is a good source of vitamin D. Other than this sunlight, milk and fish, these are also good source of vitamin D. Now next, deficiency disease, that is due to the water deficiency of iodine. Suppose that if we are not taking iodized salt in our food, so there will be the lack of deficiency of iodine in our body. So we are suffering due to disease which is known as goiter, means swelling of this throat, neck. नेक जो है वो क्या होती है, फूल जाती है, सूज जाती है. So that is called what? Goiter. This goiter is due to what? Deficiency of iodine. This is due to what? Deficiency of iodine. So what is the symptoms? The swelling of glands in the neck region. Here one gland is there, so that become a swell. This is the symptoms. Means you can find it that some person is suffering from this disease. So this is the one symptoms or a way by which you can identify. So for this you should take a iodized salt. Next, anemia. This anemia, this is caused due to the deficiency of iron. If someone suffering from anemia, means lack of blood hemoglobin, very less amount of the hemoglobin, so he or she maybe take water, jaggery, good, that's a good source of iron. So iron make our blood strong, strength is improve strength of our blood. So you know that doctor prescribe or advise to take a folic acid, iron tablet, folic acid, so that that increase our hemoglobin level or blood level in our body. So these are the some important deficiency disease that is caused due to deficiency of this nutrient. Okay, so these all are water under the non-communicable disease, means which cannot, this disease cannot pass from one person to the another person. Simply these are due to water, due to the lack of some nutrient or a vitamin. ये हमारी बॉडी में कुछ स्पेशल विटामिन की कमी के कारण और मिनरल्स की कमी के कारण हो सकता है. ओके, नाउ नेक्स्ट वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस अबाउट द कम्युनिकेबल डिजीज. So communicable disease means which can communicate from one person to another person. So how can you define some diseases? That can pass from sick person to healthy person. Okay, means the some diseases that can pass from a sick person to healthy person. Suppose that in a classroom you are sitting with your friends, and your friends is suffering from a common cold. So he continuously water, sneezing and coughing. So due to sneezing and coughing, what some droplets, he release some droplets, and that droplets can be passed to your body or entered to your body through the air. So you also caught under that disease, and you also suffer from a common cold. So this disease is what? That disease is passed from your friend to you. So this type of disease is called what? Communicable disease. Suppose that if you are using some personal things, that person suffering from the smallpox or chickenpox, so there will be maybe a chance of infection, or you may be suffer from that disease. So disease which can be passed from one person to the another person, or that communicate, that is spread. The disease which can be spread from one person to another person is known as a communicable disease. Now, what are the main cause for the communicable disease? Causes. Causes for communicable disease. Means, what are the reason? What are the reason for a communicable disease? Means that this disease is caused due to what? So this disease is caused due to what? Germs, pathogens. Pathogens means disease causing a microbes. Means ये कुछ ऐसे सूक्ष्म माइक्रोब्स होते हैं, माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिजम्स होते हैं जिसके कारण होता है. So this is